guys and ladies. My name is Joe Layden Jr. We're the independent manufacturer representatives for Apollo Valves and for Tylok, representing both today. We're pleased and proud to be here in front of you guys. Appreciate your guys' time.
Point at the screen. Stand one leg. No. Wrong leg. I didn't.
Don't worry about it. I'll hit the switch. Apollo Valves, located in just outside of Charlotte. All of our domestic product, which constitutes probably 98% of what we offer, carries a 5-year warranty. We had a typical 1-year warranty, and then some people came out with 2 years. And the Mozak family, who operates the company, said, you know what, we make all the stuff here, we feel confident that all the stuff's going to work, we'll throw a 5-year warranty. That's where that comes from. That's just a peace of mind as far as you're out there specifying or selling our products. We stand behind it 110%. Give you a quick little history on Apollo, as we're relatively new to you guys. Started in Detroit in 1928 with a brass goods division. They actually had a beer goods division with taps and machined brass, turned brass. They relocated to the Carolinas in 1957 and introduced the Apollo ball valve in '68, and that's when things really started to take off. Everything's being branded under Apollo now, so Combraco is really the manufacturing side of the company. Apollo Valves is the brand, so we've always used those terms interchangeably. And you'll see Apollo now much more prominently than you'll see Combraco. Although nothing's changed, we're just branding it differently. Alberts Industries bought, which now gives us 2 sister companies, Elkhart and Lasco. So we're all working in conjunction with each other. Nothing's really changed for us on the rep side or in the field. It has, however, introduced a lot of capital to the manufacturing side and introduced us, or I should say Apollo, Combraco, to a lot of Albert's worldwide companies and sharing technologies and best practices and equipment and stuff like that. So it's been interesting and a nice addition to the offering. The Mozak family, who started the company, the 3rd generation is still on board and still very, very involved. Cal is the vice president of sales, and his brother Glenn is the president. So we're very, very intimately involved in nothing's changing as far as that goes. Quick facts: Apollo, 85 years since I started in Detroit, still family owned and operated. I should say family operated, not family owned anymore. Over 1 million square feet of manufacturing space in the U.S., which is something we're real proud of. Here are the facilities. You've got Matthews, which is just outside Charlotte, North Carolina. Pageland, which is about a little less than an hour on your way towards Myrtle Beach, where the new foundry is located. New foundry, it's just under 10 years old, but it's relatively new and state-of-the-art. One of the most modern facilities in the United States, poured in bronze. Below that is Pageland, where all the manufacturing is done, and the distribution center, everything ships out of there. Conway is in Myrtle Beach, just outside of Myrtle, and where all the steel products come from. So all the bronze comes from Pageland, all the steel, carbon steel, stainless, all the alloys, titanium, all that comes from Pageland. I hate to harp on this, but we're proud of what we do. Apollo, proud of what they do. They're domestic. That's our theme. The facilities are open. We offer those tours to anybody. If you have some customers who want to go down, you guys want to go down, we have to orchestrate something like that to get you guys down there and really see. It's impressive to see these valves being made here in the U.S. Every valve is tested, open and closed. Again, we take that for granted, but it does bear repeating. All of our valves are tested. There's several, about a dozen production lines like this, assembly lines. At the end of every line is a woman who sits there and dumps these valves, pressurizes them, 100 pounds open and closed, and then puts them in a box. Over $35 million in reinvestment over the last 5 years with Combraco Industries, so they're very, very strong on reinvestment. They're not riding this thing into the sunset. They continue to reinvest, and as the U.S. manufacturer, they've had to do something, had to become better at what they do to compete with a worldwide market. We've been the Philadelphia reps, a Layden company for it's now 45 years since my dad started and I took over for him. We have a 5,000 square foot warehouse in Exton, which is just outside Westchester, where we stock a lot of inventory on consignment, most notably backflow prevention, pressure reducing valves, and relief valves. We've got a ton of experience. I've been 23 years. My brother's inside. He's got 15 years. My dad's got 45. Joe Kelly's with us. He's got a few in that league.
200.
I throw that in there as well. We've got a lot of experience on what we've learned. We've been happy to work with you the past month. I'm also a backflow tester. If we get into any type of backflow, I would like you to know that you've got the confidence to go and sell those things, knowing that we've got your back. If anything pops up, it won't come back to hurt you. We will take care of any issues, or as far as dirt or debris, or working on jobs in the field. We're very experienced with that. Quick overview on us in particular. Jim gets in there around 7, and my brother leaves between 5:30 and 6, so we're in there early and late. If you have things that come up and you need questions answered, or anything else, give us a holler. We've got a fully staffed office. My brother, Jim Hodge, Judy, Joe Kelly, now we're glad to have him on board. Myself and my dad and Amy McCain. So we've got a lot of people and resources available to you guys, so please use us. Motor freight pickup, distributor and contractor pickup, we're local. Even to this area, it's not too far for us to have to either run something out or pull a rabbit out of our hat, as my dad likes to say. So we've got products. If you need something, we can get it to you same day or next day. Consigned stock at this final count, or last count, and last year we had over 100 flange devices, which is 2.5 through 8, and 200 threaded devices in backflow alone. So we've got a nice inventory there. ST forms, ARRA, we sign those things routinely every day. So if you've got jobs that are working on a state level and need to have domestic content forms signed, we're all over that. No questions asked. Raised seal, signed by the officers of the company, and so forth. Delve into Apollo. Apollo has I'll say two sides to them, if you will. There's an industrial products side and a commercial products side. So we'll talk about the industrial products real quick. We've got our ball valves. We're known for bronze. We also have carbon stainless and some of the alloys I mentioned. 2-piece, 3-piece flange. A lot of the end connections that we get into with process connections. We've got those available. Check valves, inline, and wafer, as well as swing. Sight gauges in bronze and stainless, and industrial applications for those. Relief valves, we're the only AV vendor in relief valves. So we've got a nice full offering in bronze, carbon, and stainless, as well as being an AV vendor. So it makes it nice for you guys to get credit and conversion dollars if you convert something over from, say, a consolidated or a company. It's a double win. Actuation and control, we can electrically or pneumatically actuate any of our ball valves. Full line bar stock valves, full line of backflow prevention, and strainers as well. The commercial side of things is pretty much bronze, I like to say. Involves all of our bronze valves, 2-piece, 3-piece, thread and sweat. We've got a cast iron ball valve with stainless steel trim we throw in there as well. Our pressure reducing valve, we've got a very nice pressure reducing valve line, which is all domestic. Pressure reducing valves can be direct acting as well as pilot operated. Full line of butterflies. I mentioned our safety reliefs. Cross over to the commercial side as well. Balancing valves, which is new for us this year. Full line of those. Mixing valves, again, another well-kept secret. We've got a full line of mixing valves, again, which are cast bronze, done here in the States by us. The backflows I mentioned, again, now on our second generation of design. Much simpler, much easier to work on. I'll talk about that a little bit later. And bronze gave those checks. So we'll give those guys monthly money, as well as being making vendor rules. Quick ball valves. It bears mentioning 2014 is the date that thou shall not have any lead in bronze and valves. Apollo has been pouring lead-free bronze for about 12 years for a couple of OEM customers. So we are ready for the no lead issues. I don't know if you guys have addressed that here. Now we'll be happy to talk with you guys on a breakout basis if you've got customers that are concerned about no lead in the bronze valve. All the valves we make in bronze, we pour in lead-free as well. So we've got that covered as that becomes an issue as we lead into the 2014, January 1st, 2014. Reliefs, again, I mentioned we're the only AD relief valve member. We've got pretty much all the applications you guys would run into. The Section 1B on boiler, the Section 4 heating boilers, lower pressure steam and hot water, and the Section 8 UV stamp valves, which would be off boiler as well for steam. So we've got the bases covered on that. Section 1, again, power boilers. So a lot of your customers have those, whether it's a hospital or a manufacturing facility. We've got those covered. Hot water sections, whether it's a school or smaller hot water boilers. Full line of those, again, full bronze construction. As you're out in the field looking at these things, and if say it's a comfort or another valve, all the valves come with a permanently fixed plate. So if they need to cross over, you can do that. All you need to do is grab the information off of that plate, including part number, inlet and outlet sizes, the ASME code, the V or UV stamp, the pressure setting and size, and you can get that cross right over. So don't be afraid if someone says, I got a Kunkel 6010 set at 150, we can cross that over. And our capacities, which is the Rosetta Stone, our capacities exceed the Kunkels. So that's the valve capacities are the same size, but the capacities are less, it's no good. If they're greater than, which ours are, you can use those as a crossover. Don't shy away from those applications. Our 19 series is our bronze flagship. That crosses over to the Kunkel 6010s as a foundation for a lot of our industrial relief valves. It carries all the stamps, the 6010s, and also the consolidated 1541s and the Spence valves, the 31s and the 41s. The 119s, these are the 6252s of Kunkel. Again, these are all domestic as well. For you with another story, we had almost had to fly an engineer up to do a state job to verify the valves were domestic. We filed the state ST forms, but they didn't believe us because we're the only ones doing these domestic. So, long story short, if you've got larger boilers at universities or state facilities, we've got that covered domestic. And our 500 series gets us into bronze and more importantly, carbon and stainless. You get more processed, higher pressure applications. So, again, don't shy away from those. All we need is temperature, pressure, media, and capacity from you guys, or we can make sales calls together and go out and ferret some of these applications out. But they're nice. It's nice business. Again, it's AD, and the valves add up nicely. Carbon stainless valves are good item. Jumping to our 10600 series, this is our hot water, our section 4, HV, ASME section 4 hot water reliefs. Nice business there. Again, we use all bronze construction. Our 13 series, 12s and 14s are low pressure steam and all bronze construction. And I mention all bronze construction because a lot of our competition mixes metals, so we compete with them with an all bronze construction. Moving to backflow prevention, a full line, we match up very comparably with Watt's regulator. Our valves are all domestic again to be the theme. Our second generation valves now, and as a certified tester and a hands-on kind of guy with backflow, very nice to see the design that they come up with. Again, made in the U.S. We still use our Apollo ball valves, inlet and outlet, stainless steel T-handles, standard. We can get locking handles for those valves very inexpensively. All the test cocks come off the top. This is all just user-friendly, easy-to-use stuff. So if that valve were to show up instead of brand W, your customer would be impressed, and the valves are highly accepted when they show up in the field. It's not, people don't look at them with disgust when they take them in the box. The inlet, probably the first and second checks now, used to be much more simpler modular design, very easy to work. Captured spring assemblies. Our valves are rated to 180 standard. Competition is 140, so that gets us a little higher pressure, temperature rating, and that gets us on boiler applications where we may have some water kicking back above the 140 for a standard unit. We can cover that right out of the box. All those valves are again available with lead-free. Another important message when we're talking to facilities and institutions about cross connection and backflow prevention: repair parts. Our repair parts for sustainability and total cost of ownership are very attractive. The repair parts are much less expensive than our competition. In addition to being very easy to work on, it can be done so very cost effective. The larger, we used to call them flange, now we refer to them as inline devices, are all stainless, fabricated stainless. The reason we got away from the flange description is because we're not grooving all the bodies to allow us to put either a gate or a butterfly, much more flexibility. We also offer, in addition to the inline, the end pattern. So instead of coming straight through the backflow actually comes in vertically and out vertically. on the horizontal. What that does is, if for an RP where it might have taken 4 or 5 or 6 feet to install one, we can now install one like 18 inches, up, over, and up. So retrofits become very, very easy to do. The stainless devices are much less heavy, much less weight involved, easier to install. There's no fading or chipping with the old epoxy bodies. That's the stainless device will last for almost ever. We can mix and match the shutoffs. The bodies for the RP and the DC are exactly the same. So if you had a double check install and needed to retrofit that, turn that into an RP, we could do that in the field without ripping the valve out. We can just change the checks and install a relief valve. Test cocks are all US-made Apollo ball valves. Easy. We use a stainless steel quick connect to get into the checks. There's no bolts to access either first or second check. Just very, very easy to work on. Single access cover. The checks are retained with a stainless steel clip. Again, very, very hefty construction, lasts long. We also use there's some features within that valve that offer some benefits to the competition, against the competition. A welded-in seat retainer, just a lot of our competition doesn't go those extra steps. It's just to make sure the valve is more reliable to install. All that turns into is when an Apollo backflow shows up, they'll be impressed. They won't be questioning why you didn't give them another one. Hand in hand with the backflow prevention, one of the target product, focus product, pressure reducing valves. We have a full line of pressure reducing valves. Start with our 36 series, half to, again, all bronze body and bronze body. Our competition does not use a bronze body. They use a metal body, just corrosion resistance and longevity. These valves are also rated 180, 5-year warranty, again being domestic made. We've also got an economy version of that. If you're up against lower cost valves, we've got a 36E through 1 inch, moving continue through 2 inch. Again, very, very cost effective and high performance. Talking about corrosion resistance, this is one of our competitions, and as time goes by, with the similar metals and galvanic corrosion, that's what happens to the cap if it's not bronze or similar metal. So it is an issue. We compare very, very favorably price-wise, performance, and longevity with the competition. We also have a full line of pilot-operated valves, which gets us into larger sizes, 2 through 24. For any application, whether it's pressure reducing, pressure sustaining, control, solenoid shutoff, this valve, this platform lends itself to a tremendous amount of applications. And again, all you need is the information from you, or make a sales call with you to visit your customer, what their application is, what they're trying to reduce, what the parameters are, what the capacities are, GPM, and we get these things sized up and working properly. We do a lot of work with these beforehand and in the field, so we've got a lot of confidence in working with them, making sure they're sized properly, they perform properly, and most importantly, your customers are happy. We welcome the opportunity to meet with you guys in breakout sessions. We're also going to cover some of the Tylok stuff as well. The target groups we mentioned for you guys. Thanks for your attention. Appreciate your time. I look forward to talking to you this afternoon.
Thank you.